And I know the word job is it was a curse word for so long within the past few years, man, post COVID. But now what we starting to see is we starting to see the great reset happen right now. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the great reset. In 2020, man, you saw a lot of people just coming out of the woodworks, man, just making all of this money, man, with coaching businesses and courses and podcasts and, these new internet these internet personalities that just blew up out of nowhere, like just so many YouTubers just blew up, man, just out of nowhere, man, because of the pandemic. You earn your leisures, your social proof podcast, man, with we were just living in a different time period, man. Everybody was at home. I mean, hell, even your OnlyFans hustle. So you had people living the dream, man. The exotic dancers didn't have to go to the club. They could just turn on the camera at the house, man, and make 3 times that amount, man. And people was able to put out courses and charge $2,000-$3,000 for these courses. And when a lot of people bought these courses, they discovered that it was stuff very, very basic, very, very simple. But it was so much money flowing through the economy, man. Just about everything turned into gold, man. Hell, even my business, man. I think I made the most money I ever made in my side business in 2020, around that time period, man. But I've been running my business, my side. I mean, it's not necessarily a business, it's a side hustle. It's a side hustle because business runs itself. But now we're in 2024, and things are starting to look very, very scary for a lot of individuals, man. For a lot of content creators, for a lot of OnlyFans models, for a lot of clubs, strip clubs, for a lot of businesses in general. There's a great reset happening right now. Many people who were saying that, I don't want a man with a job, or I don't, 9 to 5 is slave work, and clowning quote unquote regular guys for having regular jobs and all this kind of stuff, man. Well, a lot of opinions that were saying that kind of stuff before are going to be changing their tune at some point. Yeah, even a lot of people with jobs right now, man, are nervous in some sectors because of AI. But right now, man, people are in panic mode, man. It ain't no money out here. People ain't really just spending no money. Well, some people are, because the people at the top, the rich, just getting richer right now, and the middle class is fizzling out right before our eyes. And we all heard this stuff, man. I was hearing this 10 years ago. Man, the middle class won't exist. Middle class is just gonna get narrower and narrower, and the rich are just gonna get richer, man. And now what do we see now? That's exactly what we're seeing now. Now, I'm not an expert economist or anything close to that by the stretch of the imagination, but I kind of keep up on the temperature and what's going on online, and so I see what's happening right now. I see that many of your fly-by-night artists are you hot one minute, and then the next minute you Fetty Wap. No, not taking shots at Fetty Wap, but it just goes to show to say that you can be on top of the world for a few years, and then you can feel like you under the world, under the jail, for the next 3, 4, 5 years or however long, you may never touch that amount of money for the rest of your life, man. And so I say all that so that people can really stop getting so caught up on what they see in social media, and stop getting so caught up in all of these different conversations that we're seeing taking place today, man, with this whole thing about it being a gender war, this whole thing about it's becoming men against women, and the drizzle movement, and the sprinkle movement, and the women with all these high expectations, and taking. See, a lot of women, man, you gotta understand that a lot of women are still, they have not come down from the rarity of what happened in 2020 up to this point now. A lot of women have created these high expectations based on a point in time in our country that has shifted drastically. And so many people, especially your average man, can't possibly live up to these kind of expectations.